Kopi set the tone early. He came out throwing the ball really well. I looked up and he had economized some pitches. He was deep in the game. We were in the 5th inning. Ball was coming out of his hand. He made some pitches when he had to. His breaking ball was good. He mixed in some changeups. He threw some fastballs and fastball counts that were must have had that little extra at the end because there's some pretty good hitters over there, good fastball hitters, and he was getting that fastball by some of those guys. So, but that's the kind of fastball he's got. So he did an unbelievable job. Went out for the 7th and was still strong. Kelly came out and did a great job. Got that base runner, but ended the inning on a great play by Robert. I think Robert went a long way for that ball. He was. I looked up before the pitch. I think he might have been like straight up, and he caught that ball, left center field. The amount of ground that he covered on that ball was what's incredible. And then Hendricks, he continues to tick up. He continues to get stronger, work capacity get higher. And this was kind of the adrenaline rush that he lives off, which is the 9th inning, and he did a great job. So on the offensive side, I'm really proud of some of these guys that were on the bench today that gave us some good at-bats. Even Sheets, he struck out, but he ran the pitch count up and battled against a pretty darn good closer for them. Moncada had a really good at-bat. Benny led it off with a base hit, and obviously Berger hit that home run. Louis got a couple hits, which was good to see him going. Overall, it was a really, really, really good ball game. We were able to use the whole bench. Everybody was had a part in this game, and if we had gone a little further, you would have seen Berger play second base. So that's it.
What kind of momentum does a game like this, like a series like that, for you guys right now?
Well, anytime you get a chance to to win 3 games out of 3 against anybody in the league, it obviously builds a little of emotion and energy and momentum. I have my feelings on momentum. My feelings on momentum are the starting pitcher. They keep you in a ball game. It sets a tone for a lot of things. So, but this was a really good weekend for us, coming off a series where we lost 2 out of 3, and these are division opponents. We just faced them. We lost 3 out of 4 over there. So it was a good way to come back and use some of the home field advantage that we had here with our fans and everybody to win the 3 games.
Grinding out a couple of games like you did over the past 2 days too. How much can that just instill a little confidence in the psyche too to stick with it until the end?
What I really like is that we're playing these close ball games, and you want to get some breathing room once in a while, but this is teaching us how to win these games, right? And it's also teaching us that everybody, even if you don't start the game, you can be a big factor in this game. Like I said, Moncada's at bat there was critical. So was Sheets is at bat. He ran the count 3-2, and Benny obviously with the base hit. So, these close games that we're playing are critical to. I wouldn't say the development of this club, but just the learning process on how to win these type of games. And then, if this offense starts to click, which I think it will, and we start putting runs on the board, then we've done both, right? We've won these close games, and and then we're able to obviously put crooked numbers on the board on a consistent basis.
You were talking composure with Michael means a big thing for him to have that 4th inning end in a frustrating fashion and then come back and finish on 7. Does that show kind of?
You know what? I don't think he was frustrated. I think that he thrives on emotion, and I think he was able to control those emotions. He was talking about whether he was quicker to the plate or if he was giving us good times and stuff. So he was in control. He never lost focus on what the task at hand was, and that was to pound that strike zone with all his pitches. And he just looked confident. His presence was good. And obviously the stuff is always good, so this is what he's capable of doing.
We were talking before the game about you guys to work on plate discipline and to have Johan and Tim draw those walks there in the 9th ahead to set Berger up. Is that then
Yeah, yeah, it's a good point. You know what? Walks are really important. On base percentage is really important. On base percentage, free passes, all that stuff create havoc, and it forces pitchers to make tough pitches in tough situations. And obviously, if we drew those 2 walks and you get in a couple good counts, now you have to throw pitches over the plate. And like I've always said, and I'll continue to say it, this lineup that we got, if we control the strike zone and we get good pitches to hit, we're capable of doing a lot of damage, and that's what we're going to continue to work on.
Do you allow yourself to kind of celebrate the moment too when Berger connects there?
You know what? We used the whole bench. We had so many moves there. We were going to have to, obviously, the DH, which was Berger. He was going to come out and play second base. So you got on the pitching side. You're making moves on the pitching side. So, not really. You're hoping for just a fly ball and it's going to sacrifice flat. To be honest with you, I didn't even see that ball go out. I knew when the ball was hit, we were going to win the ball game. And then, obviously, I knew he had hit it out, but yeah, I mean, afterwards, you realize these guys battled, and it was a really good emotional game.
This was an emotional week too for Liam, but for him to end up today getting the win. How big is that?
Oh, it's huge. But he'll be probably the first one to tell you that it's huge, but more important is the fact that he's starting to feel stronger and stronger, right? And that's his goal. Just to build that work capacity up and be available every day, and that's what he's working for. I just saw him a little while ago, and he goes, "Hey, I'll be down tomorrow. I can't go tomorrow, but I'll go the next day." So that's the kind of the mentality that he's got, and really all of our bullpens like that. These guys have pitched a lot, and I'm really proud of these guys that take the ball every day. Just before the game, Middleton told me that he was available, and that would have been his 3rd day in a row. And everybody knows how he's willing to take the ball every single day, and Joe Kelly the same way, and Graveman and Santos and Lopez. I mean, these guys pitch, and rare are the days that these guys come in and say, "I need a day." So that's pretty important when you're trying to run a bullpen. Credit goes to the starters when they go deep in games. That allows them to get some rest. But for the most part, I'm really proud of these guys being available on a daily basis.
Thank you.
Yep.
Good luck.
Yep, you got it.